when I was younger, early high school, maybe middle school, and we had the landlines. Um,
Landlines. Oh, phones. I'm
yeah.
like, wait, what?
People don't even know what a landline means anymore. It's like a foreign word. Els and I, remember Els?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Is
so
he
we,
still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I can't confirm, but I hope so.
Okay.
So we would be on the landlines and we would make the star 6 7 prank phone calls. Um,
Yes, we were all about those.
and one time I prank called Gold's Gym, and it was the same day WWE was in town and they were running the arena, right? So I called Gold's Gym and I told them I was Hulk Hogan and we were in town.
Oh my, that's a good
I was
one.
fully in character too, like your brother, like you know. So I was fully in character. I told them I in town for wrestling. I'm going to come to your gym, but I need you to go on the floor and count the 45-pound weights because often I run into there's not enough weights for the 24-inch pythons, brother. So
Did they respond accordingly?
they said we can assure you we have enough weights for you. So he was very confident in his
Then what
establishment.
happened when you didn't show up?
We'll never,
Heartbreak.
we'll never know.
We'll never
We'll
know.
never know. You know. So speaking of high school, you were a cheerleader. I was a basketball player. You guys would do this cheer when we shot free throws.
Swoosh. Right?
Yes, yes, in route with that, but it'd be personalized, right?
Mm.
So we'd be shooting free
Ooh.
throws, and the
Okay, I
gym would be
can't
like
remember.
quiet aside from you guys, and it'd be like, "Sink it, Paul, sink it," you know. It had like a full dance and like full
Yes.
dance and hand routine that went with it, right? This worked like reverse psychology for me. So I shot free throws like Shaq.
Hmm.
I don't know your familiarity with the game, but he's like one of the worst free throw shooters of all time.
Mm.
Mostly because I have a similar problem. His hand was too big for the ball, so it
Hmm.
was like trying to shoot a softball opposed to a basketball because of how big his hands were.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, this would just add unnecessary pressure.
Mm.
Like everyone's counting on me. They just did a whole song and dance that basically said, "If you miss, you suck." Um, so it'd be like, "Sink it, Paul, sink it." And then, my ball would smack off the side of the backboard and, it just trot back and it felt like the cheer would transition to like, shame, shame.
Well,
Because
we
you
said
missed.
swoosh if it
Yeah.
went through, but what if it didn't?
If it didn't, did you make a brick
Just dead
noise?
silence?
Yeah, crickets.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so on the back of those cheers and, high school basketball, they invited that basketball team. I don't know which year it was. I played, uh, my whole time in high school. With one of our teams got inducted into the Wall of Fame last year, so
Okay.
we got like the invite to come back.
Oh, that's cool.
You
What
s-
about the cheerleaders? We don't
hold
get
on,
an invite?
hold on. You say it's cool. Is it cool at 36? Is it cool? Because I literally remember. So there's the gym, and then you go out the
It
double
was so
doors.
long
Yeah,
ago.
there's the gym, there's the double doors, and then there was like a case that had like quotes in it and like
Yeah.
pictures in it, and the quote was literally Coach K from Duke, and it said, "If what you did yesterday still impresses you, you haven't done anything today." And then 18 years later, they say, "Come back and celebrate this basketball team." So
True.
I don't know. It was an awkward energy for me.
Yeah.
As a pass for me, it was gonna be a no for me, dog. But
Hmm.
yeah, so
Wait, by the way, like,
yeah.
this doesn't have to go on the podcast, but like,
Yeah.
what's going on with like high school reunions? Because I never got an invite. Is there ever one?
I've
Do you guys have them?
I've
Your
never
class?
been to a high school reunion.
Not that I
Um,
would go, but
I
like,
don't think I
I
would
thought I'd
go
at least get an
either.
invite.
So I think the world has changed so much that it's like
True. What's
if
the
I
point?
like look at us right now. If I
Mhm.
wanted to see you, I would see you.
Mhm.
Hence here we are. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think I don't know. Not to discredit them. I know. I think my class did have one, and I think it was. Let's see, how long have I been out? 18 years. So I think 15 years. They did a
Mm.
reunion. But
Okay.
yeah, I didn't go to that. I don't have any interest in going to that. Like, would you like drink like punch in the high school gym? Like,
I just
not, it's gonna be a no from me, dog.
bunch in the high school gym.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. And one of your former teachers like DJs and plays like the Black Eyed
Yeah,
Peas.
so
Like, I'm all set.
I won't state the name, but there is like a old teacher that was in like is always on my Instagram, and I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
Like
Um.
I get that I'm an adult now, but it's like either way, I was a student at one point,
Yeah.
so like I just
Yeah.
think it's weird, and I just think it's a
Yeah.
line that like shouldn't be crossed. Let's just close that book.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely see that. It's definitely a thing.
Hmm.
Your brother was on Jeopardy, eh?
My brother was not only on Jeopardy, he was on the $100,000 pyramid, and he
What?
won.
What?
I didn't know he was on Jeopardy. That's news to me.
Okay, well,
When?
that was the ask. I thought when we were in high school or straight out, I thought he was on Jeopardy.
No.
No,
He is
so
a game show master. He has been.
so yeah, so I
He's
didn't.
been to Price is Right, $100,000 pyramid, and I feel like there was another one. But like these game shows are real tricky. Like you can't
Yeah.
apply to too many at
Oh,
once,
okay, yeah.
or yeah, you can't get back on.
Jeez. Yeah, I thought he was on Jeopardy, and I thought he was just because he was a smart guy. I remember, like, a really smart guy.
Hmm.
But I thought he just got on Jeopardy because he was super intelligent. But turns out he's just like a game show connoisseur.
Yep.
I was on The Price is Right,
Really?
but wait, there's a sub note.
Mm. You didn't make it out of
It was
the
no, it was the
audience?
it was the one in Vegas. That's like a live show, not
Okay.
not the TV show.
Mm.
So I was in Vegas, and I went. We were taking turns, like, going to get drinks. So because you could drink there. So my buddy was in the seat, and it was my turn to go get drinks. So I went up the aisle to, like, get drinks, and I had two, like, tall Long Islands, one in each hand,
Hmm.
and I was coming back down the aisle. And they were like, and we're still waiting for Paul Athoe. And they cut to me coming down the aisle. And I
Oh
had
my
two Long Islands. I was like,
gosh.
oh snap! So I wasn't actually on on like the. I didn't make it to, like, the actual, like, competition part. I made it to the.
Contestants row?
Yeah. Is that what it's called? Where
Yeah.
you, like, put a
Yeah.
number in and you
Yeah.
can't go over. So I made it to that. They unlike the TV show, they refreshed every person on there every round.
Oh, that's cool.
I think on TV you stay there,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I made it to that. I didn't win, and that was the extent of the story. But
Wow.
Price is Right was, a sick day from school, chilling at grandma's. 11 a.m. Bob Barker. Okay, like, that's like prime.
That just reminds me of like ramen noodles.
It's prime. It smells like
Like
ramen
ramen
noodles.
Like I just picture like a cold day, like ramen noodles,
Yeah.
and like Price is Right.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
The nostalgia that walks hand in hand with
Mhm.
that. So good, so good.
Mhm.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek too, right? And Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, what about him?
Is he no longer with us? Is he deceased?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
We got Drew Carey now.
Two icons of the game show,
Mhm.
the game show world.